Charlie's bit my finger. It's not nice, Charlie. Charlie's not gonna let go. Charlie's just holding on.
And everything that happens here, it's wonderful and magic. This is 20 minutes underground.
What's up, guys? I'm Alex Porcayo, aka Pinakin, aka Porcayo, aka Porcayo. My actual name is Porcayo. This is Jacob.
Green Leprechaun.
Green Leprechaun. We're the two guys in the background for a lot of stuff that goes on in Underground, and we decided to challenge each other because I think my job's better than yours. And so the challenge is hot sauce. I don't know if you can see that there. This is Red Ghost hot sauce, courtesy of I think 2 Flats. Maybe see if we can get some support here from different places. This is about 240,000 Scoville units, which means it's gonna hurt. So
Burn going in and burn coming out.
oh, completely, and all the way in between. So challenge is 2. You got about, what do you want to do? 10 seconds. 10 seconds in between. If you can last the 10 seconds, you go on to the next round. If you last that next 10 seconds, we got a bonus round. I doubt I'm making it past the first one. So, here we go. All right?
Cheers.
Whew. This is gonna suck. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! Oh, that is amazing. Oh. Feel the burn. Oh, man.
So that's about 10 seconds.
Hang on. How are we looking? 10 seconds? Totally.
Let's get a close up on your face.
Oh. Yep. Okay, that's 10. That's 10. Ready? Why am I doing this? Okay, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's immediately worse. All right, so countdown.
Yeah, I'm good with no bonus round.
You good? Yeah? Are you sure, man? Man, you look like...
Hey,
Don't go easy on me.
You want to take a second one? Yeah.
No? Yeah?
I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind not doing
This
it.
is not just the ghost pepper challenge. This was also to see who was the stupidest one that worked here.
Who's gonna lose it?
Getting a bit more than you thought, right?
Do you want to do a third?
Sure, yeah, I'm good.
I'm tearing up watching you guys,
Oh,
mainly
dude.
because I'm laughing now.
My mouth feels like I went to Mount whatever hot volcano thing is and decided to go.
See, it's a big shot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can do it.
You can do it? Okay, alright.
Don't throw up.
I'm not gonna throw up. Who's gonna throw up here? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh! Oh! Alright. And... Nah. You done? Yeah. Winner! Yeah! Alright.
Welcome to 20 Minutes Underground, your online YouTube show for reptile enthusiasts like... Not Jacob. The Ruber salamander, dummy. Right there. Gosh. So hard to find good help. This week we're going to be talking about crazy looking constrictors. Cool looking constrictors. Lots of them out there, especially with all the different genetic morphs and variations and locality variations. Constrictors is such a huge category in the reptile world, in the reptile industry. there are so many different venues to look down. So we're going to be kind of going through some of the animals that we currently have here at Underground this week. We'll have some of the guys here talk about some of their favorite animals. Maybe when you guys are commenting, you could tell us some of the cool looking constrictors that you might have or you work with. I know for me personally, one of the things that got me excited, if you will, in the reptile world was I remember there was a Daytona Expo, which by the way is coming up. You guys should come see us there. I don't care if you're in Alaska. You need to buy a plane ticket and come all the way down to Daytona, Florida just to see us. Because it's worth it. Because we're worth it. Because Drew's worth it, guys. Drew wants to feel like he's worth it. Make him feel like he's worth it. Anyways, one of the coolest animals that I just, if you will, set me off. I'm kind of a gecko guy, as you can see. I've got my gecko right here. But anyways, I remember there was this one Daytona Expo where somebody brought I think it was like a leucistic Amazon tree boa. It was insane looking. It was insanely priced too, I might say. Not saying that it's not worth it. I'm just saying I didn't have $17,000 to drop right then and there. But in any case, there's some amazing animals, especially in the constrictor arena. Even if you're not into morphs, like if you're into some of the specific boa localities, and if you're a BCI guy or BCC guy or a BCP guy, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, enjoy the episode, guys. Thank you for watching as always.
Hello and welcome to 20 Minutes Underground. This is beautiful Sam here, and this is the back room. And I have this week's trivia question. And this week's trivia question is, which reptile can still be deadly after it's dead? Is it A, the Komodo dragon? Is it B, the alligator snapping turtle? Or is it C, the rattlesnake?
Hello, people out there, reptile world. Welcome to the jungle. The Borneo jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Oh, sorry. What I have here is a blood python. A T-negative blood python. As you can tell, look at the color. Look at that. See how that's all like that? Oh, yes. Albinism. Look at the eyes. He's got the red eyes. This snake, as it gets bigger, is going to get prettier and prettier. More vibrant. Apricot looking. Even like a pinkish strawberry color, Look, whoa, yes. He's a little feisty, so I'm not going to pick him up. It's all right. It's okay. We're just going to play. Anyways, very pretty snake, as you can see. He's very stout, very aggressive, and an ambush predator. They live in the moss and the muck and wait for some unsuspecting little creature to come by. Bam! They just strike for grab it, put it under, and constrict it. Very, 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 very cool animal. The females only lay maybe about a dozen large eggs. Like I said, a jungle creature. Lots of humidity, wetness. They like to you set it up, you gotta have sphagnum moss in there. A sticky, slimy moss. Used for frogs. Well, it's used for snakes too, He won't get scale rot from it. No, he won't. Bloody, you know what I'm talking about. This snake will get about probably 6 feet long. And probably like almost 4 to 5 inches thick. That's not bad. That's a fat boy or girl. This beautiful animal is basically, they getting up to 40 to 55 pounds. Well, basically, yeah. I mean, I've seen them 1,000 pounds, but who wants to know? I don't. This animal here is just beautiful. Borneo, Malaysia, Sumatra. They come from all the hot, humid regions of that area. Indonesia, and this is a beauty. Look at the color. Look at that. This is from the albino. It's basically the negative albino. And what happens is the animal, it's got what you may call it, that melanin. Melanin because it lacks the melanin because it cannot make tyronesis. Tyronesis is an enzyme that catalyzes the first 2 steps. Yes, I'm reading this. The multiple conversion of the amino cell, the cell in the unnamed Tyron resistant. You know what I'm saying. It's my accent's really bad, you know. But you guys looking for something really bizarre, different, not handable. You don't want to pick him up because he'll snap at me. But look at him. Look at the color. Snake is just normal bloods are not like this. Their colors are darker. There's more white, dark brown, and reddish kind of brown color. But this is from this T positive negative. This is just positive, not positive. I'm sorry, T negative, positive. That was the other one we did. You could see the difference between that other previous one and this one. Look at that. So he's flattening out. He's making himself look bigger because he's pissed off right now. See that? So we got to be very careful with this one, okay? But this is the beauty. So if you guys are looking for a really beautiful specimen that basically you don't want to handle, just look at, this is the baby for you. You want to handle him? Get yourself a bearded dragon. Okay, guys. He looks like he wants to go home now. He's turning off now. You guys take it easy. And have a good day in Indonesia. Good night.
What's up, guys? Ryan B here. One of my favorite killer looking constrictors, the Brazilian rainbow boa, Epicrates syncria. You know where they come from? Brazil, of course, right? South America. These guys usually get around 5 to 7 feet in length, live about 20-25 years supposedly in captivity. I've got a baby here I'm going to show you, but not just any baby actually. Let's take a look here. He's hiding under his moss. Buddy. This is a hypomelanistic Brazilian rainbow boa. Now the hypomelanistic gene with the Brazilian rainbow boas is a recessive trait. In different animals it could be a dominant trait, a co-dominant trait sometimes. In the Brazilian rainbow boas, it is recessive. Now what does it hypomelanistic do? Well, generally speaking, it reduces or removes the black pigment found on the animal. Brazilian rainbow boas, a little bit lighter look to them overall, especially on the sides. You can see here a little bit lighting or whitening of the pattern, real whitening to the belly. Much lighter. If you had the two side by side, I'm sure we could put some pictures in there for you guys to look at while I'm talking. You can see the difference between your standard looking Brazilian rainbow boa and the hypomelanistic. But either way, hypo, not hypo, Brazilian rainbow boas are stinking awesome. All right, these guys are generally nocturnal. It means they're going to do most of their hunting and moving around at night. They're semi-arboreal. Find them up in trees sometimes. A lot of times you also find them just hanging around on the ground, even burying themselves in some deeper substrate. Okay, now where these guys get the name rainbow boa from is actually because if you put them under some light, you'll see like a rainbow sheen, especially on a nice sunny day. You take them outside, you'll see this cool rainbow sheen that just basically glistens off their back. Now how that happens is because of the formation of their scales. I believe that it's like a concave type scale. Sometimes they're a little nippy, it's okay. At this size, it's not too bad. Don't worry, guys. I'll tough it out for you. Anyways, the concaving of the he doesn't like you, Alex. You're making him angry. Sorry. Get him. Get him. Yes. Kill him. Anyways, the concaving of the scales causes the sunlight to hit it and reflect back, and that's what gives it that really cool rainbow sheen across the back. Brazilian rainbow boas are generally a fairly easy animal to keep in captivity. In my opinion, this is probably one of the coolest animals in the pet industry right now, or in the reptile industry, if you will, right now. It's also one of those animals that has held its value fairly well over the years. You know, there's not a whole lot of people working with the Brazilian rainbow boas, like, you know, with ball pythons or with boa constrictors. And the morphs that they've got, not just for the Brazilians, but for the Colombians, are absolutely outstanding. They tend to hold their value really well, and they're just awesome to look at. These guys, like I said before, can sometimes be a little bit nippy as babies, but generally you get them young, handle them. Temperament on them isn't that bad, especially when you compare like the Brazilian with the Colombian rainbow boas. Anyways, Brazilian rainbow boa, definitely one of my favorite, crazy looking, cool looking constrictor. And you know where they're found? right here at Underground Reptiles. That's right, with Ryan B. So if you want this guy, you got to go through me.
Hello guys, this is Beautiful Sam here at 20 Minutes Underground. This is Abigail. She is a jungle carpet python. Now you can tell she's a jungle because she's got the striping, like I like to refer to, the tiger striping goes all the way around. Whereas jaguars and your coastals don't necessarily have that. She's got the nice, you know, kind of like a V-shaped head. She's got the pits, as you see, that's how you tell she's a python. They get about 5 to 7 feet. They have found females in the wild about 8.5 feet. They are not live bearers. They are egg bearers. So if you're planning on breeding these guys, you can expect probably about 10 eggs. Now that might seem small for an 8 to 7 foot snake. I thought it was, but that's the way God made them, so we're not going to question that. Now, if you guys like mice and rabbits and birds and other fuzzy animals that I don't necessarily care for, I wouldn't recommend getting a carpet snake, or any snake for that matter, because like most snakes, these are carnivorous, and they do tend to eat mice and rabbits and small birds where they come from. Now, I personally love these guys. Now, this is a pretty jungle, don't get me wrong, and the species, by the way, is Morelli spiloti. Sorry guys, I can't pronounce the last part. I'm not a scientist. But anyway, so like I said, this is a pretty one. But now mine is like bright yellow, and then like the browns you see here, mine's more of a like it's still brown, but it's not a washed out, if you know what I mean. I personally love carpets. I hope to one day be a great carpet breeder. I hope to one day have coastals and jungles and hypobrettles and brettles and all kinds of carpets. Well, this is Beautiful Sam here. This is 20 Minutes Underground. This is Abigail. You guys have a great one, okay?
All right, guys. Now this is what we've got right here. We've got a super Sunfire reticulated python. Okay. Now, of course, the adults of this python can grow to over 22 feet. They are the largest snake in Asia. And these snakes are absolutely beautiful. You can see the saturation of color on the Sunfire. The Sunfire is a codominant gene, which means it's going to have more saturation in the colors than other retics. All right. Now, what this means is, because it's codominant, it means only about half the next clutch from this animal is going to have this same gene. All right. Now you can see, and I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's almost this iridescence as the light hits it differently, of this green that pops out on the dorsal, and it's absolutely fantastic. These animals are beautiful. You know, unfortunately, we cannot sell them in the state of Florida, but all the other states are welcome to grab these from us. You can see the patterning, like the way the pattern digs down into it. It's so phenomenal. The yellows that pop out, these snakes are absolutely incredible. Just becoming one of the largest snakes is absolutely fantastic, you know. Never a boring snake, you know. These things are like the jaguars of the reptile world. Just so absolutely incredible with the different patternings and the size that they can get. Just so much as a powerful snake. Okay, these things are absolutely incredible. You guys have got to check it out. Now this one is so docile, and it's this guy was fed yesterday, and you can just see how amazing it is just to hold it. Some of these can be a little bit nippy, but this guy is absolutely fantastic. And you can kind of see how some of the more darker browns fade out as he gets into the tail. But the patterning on this guy is absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely a great snake to handle. So I'm glad to show it to you guys. One of the coolest snakes that we've got here right now.
The answer is C, rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are able to strike up to an hour after being beheaded or shot. And scientists believe they're able to do so from the infrared, or heat pits if you will, that triggers the reflexes.
What's up there, YouTube losers? It's Moody, freaking Moody. Here. Hey, excuse me, I'm trying to film something over here. Keep it down. Believe it or not, this week I haven't even looked at your comments yet, so this is completely off the cuff. And if you think it stinks, I think you stink. So get over it. Alright? And so does Moody the Third. Look at him. Look at him. Here he is. What is that thing? You're not even getting him in a good angle. There you go. There, up lower. There he is. Okay, lower. He's gonna get you. I'm gonna attach him to your earlobe if you say anything bad about me. Anyways, back to the comments. This week's contest comment winners will be winning a coupon that Drew will make you if you email us for 10% off. And if you are the contest comment winners, you can't just email us saying you're the winner. We do research. It won't work. You could try, but you will fail, and fail miserably. And then I'll attach the crab to your nostril. Better yet, your septum. Anyways, first winner is Elliot Gonzalez. He says, the snake I can always catch in the sun is the Sonoran gopher snake. Okay, I guess the question last week was, what can you catch? Most of these people probably couldn't even catch a cold. Anyways, they can be really grumpy, just like the best person in this show, Moody Booty. The difference is, the snake is all bluff, no bite. I'm all bite. Don't forget that. Sorry if I didn't spell your name right. Let me see here. No, you did not. Congratulations. We only say it every week. I don't feel like reading the rest of the comment now. Moving on. Dino Cheeseface. You don't think very highly of yourself, do you? Don't worry, either do I. Says he can easily go out and find common garter snakes and Pacific Coast aquatic garter snakes. The commons in my area always have an attitude. My family must live there. Ha ha ha, because they all got attitude, just like me. Jacob's giving me the nod. That means I'm doing good. Lastly, we got Loose Tube. Can you read that? You try. I'm not even gonna try.
Loose tube, still sucks.
Yeah, whatever. You, right here. Right? Is that it? Yeah, you right there. You won. And, by the way, get a new screen name because I don't want to have to ever repeat that again. He, she, the alien from the planet, whatever that is. I'm sure there are most or more, but the only one I've seen around is the Florida ringneck snake. While the top of their body is rather unsubstantial, it has a beautiful array of colors on the scoots of their underbelly. Just like me. Lots of color on my underbelly. Ha ha ha. Typically a striking gradient from orange to yellow. I don't know if I have that many colors, but it is nice. Generally a bright red when I stay out in the sun too long. Anyways, that's your winners. And finally, Moody loser, but he's not really a loser because this is actually going to segue into Moody's 2 cents. This is important. Said you should run for mayor and tried to change all these stupid reptile laws, blah, blah, blah. He misspelled a bunch of words, and I'm not going to make fun of him because, on a serious note, I am kind of perturbed about some things that took place this week. As some of you are aware of, there is a proposal to add reticulated pythons, green anacondas, a few other anacondas, and listen closely now, boa constrictors, okay? That is a big problem, guys. They want to add these animals to the Lacey Act, making it illegal to import them and also illegal to transport them across state lines. Tune in, because this is important. That means if you own a lovely little boa constrictor, if you own a K Calker, whatever it is that you might own, you enjoy that animal, and let's say you get a job transfer to another state. Let's say you want to go to college in another state. Let's say you're just sick and tired of Florida like I am, and you move. You can't take your animal with you. Otherwise, you know what you are? You are a criminal. and you have committed a federal crime, by the way. That is friggin' ridiculous, if you ask Moody Booty. Now, who is behind this said proposal? Well, there's a lot of those advocacy groups out there that like to mass euthanize animals and really don't care about animals in general. They just care about removing people's freedom to own animals, if you ask me. Which you are, because you're tuning in. Let me say this, guys. Maybe you're sitting in your couch, maybe you're enjoying this segment of Moody Booty, and you say to yourself, well, what does that have to do with me? I breed dart frogs, I like ball pythons. Ugh. What it has to do with you is this. The agenda is not to stop there, it's only to start there. Okay? And I'm speaking seriously now, guys, because this really does bug me. You think that because your animal is not on the list, it has nothing to do with you. You couldn't be more mistaken. Like I said, the goal of these people is not to protect people, okay? These animals aren't a threat. They're not making any headway in invading some native land. Most of these things, reticulated pythons can't even, their babies won't even hatch out of their eggs. Okay, in the temperatures, even in the colder temperatures here in Florida, they can't thrive here. Boa constrictors, they can't thrive past the southernmost tip of Florida. Give me a break. What these people want to do is eliminate anybody's right to own pets. You know why? Because they think that nobody should own pets, and they think that reptiles and amphibians belong in the wild. And you know what I think? I think they belong in the wild. But I'm not going to be one of those numbskulls that says round them up, kill them all. No, that's not what we do. But I will say this. It's time for the reptile community to do a little thing I like to call wise up. It's time for you guys to be proactive, okay? Even if you're not concerned with ever owning a reticulated python, even if you're not ever concerned with owning a green anaconda, that's fine. But you should support those who are, because those are your reptile brethren and sisterin. Okay? And furthermore, like I said, they're not going to stop with them. They'll eventually take what you like too. Mark my words. Enough of the infighting, enough of the bickering back and forth over who sells what at what price, and oh, I don't like his auctions, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. You want to deal with shady people and scumbags, by all means, do so. But enough of the bickering back and forth. Okay, support one another. Alright? If we don't do something, mark my words. Okay, these people who know jack squat about reptiles, amphibians, they'll tell you everything that you need to know about them, and they'll tell you when and how you can own them. Mark my words. That's it. I'm done. Now I'm angry. Go away. Thank you guys for watching 20 Minutes Underground. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And if you didn't, I don't think anybody here really cares. You can leave a comment. They probably won't read it. But, in case you're wondering, I mean, this is pretty cool. This is like one of those modern marvels, if you will. The miracle of filmmaking, right? Movie making. I was just there at the beginning of the episode, which we literally filmed 30 seconds ago. You just watched 30 minutes of video, and now here's the conclusion. I find that to be pretty cool. I'm not going to use a knife this week like the boss commonly uses, because the real weapon is right here. Oh yeah. Anyways, question of the week, an important one. I know we started off talking about cool constrictors, which there was a lot of in this episode. We talked about Daytona. I figured this week, question of the week, I guess that Moody Booty guy will pick the winner, will be what is the animal that you are looking forward to most possibly seeing at Daytona? You know, each year I kind of have this idea of what I want to see there, what I hope to maybe find there, pick up, take home. What is it that you want to see? What is it that you're hoping to see there? And even if you're not going to the Daytona Expo, guys, if you were, let us know what would be something cool that you'd like to see there, maybe even take home. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and as always, please continue to watch. We really do appreciate all of your guys' support. We get so many emails and letters written to us, and it's just such a blessing, in all honesty. that you guys continue to support us and continue to watch the show, continue to support us in our business and in our breeding. So please keep watching. Let us, as always, know how we can improve, how we can do things that would you guys would find to be enjoyable. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed once again, and oos.